Do you see here? Hi guys. Well, I wasn't planning to make a vlog today. I've been, the last few weeks, really busy. Between classes, going and working at the university, and I've been following some courses on things like how to, apply for European funding and stuff like that, so in big European agencies. And yeah, it's been taking all my time. You've been noticing I've just not been able to really follow up on videos, and it's really getting to me. But today I watched a video from TheDarksEmpyrean, which was probably on the 12th, so what are we today, the 18th, so that's a week ago. And he was what I would call in a down mood. And it got me thinking, don't we all go through some of those periods? I mean, I know that he doesn't always have, it seems, the easiest of lives. And he was having a bit of soul searching regarding YouTube and the partnership program, and basically I would say probably money, even if it was just in the back of his mind, and subs and comments and so on. And it got me really to thinking about, well, do we all go through that type of phase? And I would say I do as well. I mean, and I just wanted to come over and say, Al, that we do care for you. We care for you a lot. And you were saying, well, at one point, well, if you like my funny vids, my silly vids, watch them. If you don't watch them. And so on. I mean, he had his singing, he's got his crazy vids, he's got all types. And in that respect, I really like Al's channel, because in that way, probably on that way, because he's way ahead of my own channel in every respect. But he puts everything in the same bag, like I do. And I'm not going to get into that discussion, because I know that some people manage really well to separate their different modes into different channels, not to mention Vecwig and so on. And I think that they do a great job. And so that's not the discussion. The fact is that I was wondering, if at one point or another, if there can be the equivalent of a YouTube burnout. Now, I'm not saying that Al's going through a YouTube burnout, but I can understand that when somebody comes and has a lot going on, you're tired, you've had a big day, you've had a crappy week, and then if YouTube becomes a job or an extra burden, then take a break, I would say. This discussion has come a lot in the last few years. I mean, it comes, I would say, in a cyclic way. It's not surprising, is it? I mean, anything that is a hobby, but if you get too much into it and really put your heart and soul into it, you will have these periods of depression, I would almost say. Okay, time for a strip. Well, half a strip. I wasn't going to really make one, but, oh, almost, yeah, here we are. I wanted to go back to my original YouTube shirt. Now, when I made that one, this was the South Tube one, by the way, but when I made this one, I was like one of those young YouTubers, full of it, and I still enjoy it. But in a way, there's a maturing process, which does not always go for the best. Sometimes you have to keep the child in you. What does that mean, keeping the child in you? Keeping that sparkle in the eye, that wonderful little bit of je ne sais quoi, when you make a vid, and waiting for what people are going to say. How many of you, probably not that many actually, have ever had the chance or the challenge to preach a sermon? You're going to say, what the heck, are you bringing some preachy religious vid? No, I'm not. The fact is that a video, a YouTube video, is a little bit the same thing. I've had the chance to give a few times, like messages in the church. And you put a lot of work in it. You can put a lot of work into it. And then you're in front. And the adrenaline's going. You know you're on a roll. Sometimes it's the same with the YouTube vids. You're on a roll. And you know this is a good one. And you've given your best. And then there aren't any views. There aren't any comments. And you think like, what the heck? I've given all this, and then nothing seems to be coming out of it. Maybe that's what happens every now and then on YouTube. I would say I'm so grateful that there is the possibility of comments, of private messages, and so on. Because we do get some feedback, and that's the fun part. But at the same time, it's probably excuse me, necessary to retreat a little bit sometimes. Retreat and take time for oneself. Okay, 6 minutes. I'm going to try and keep this short now. The fact is that if we get too tired for whatever reason, then I almost say watching other people's vids can become a chore as well. And that's the whole thing about YouTube as well. I mean, it's a sharing thing. I almost feel bad personally right now making this vid. I'm making it for Al. I'm making it for other sort of people as well, myself included. Because I haven't had the chance to watch all that many of your vids in the last few weeks, even month, I would say. And that's why sometimes it's necessary, even if at best or worst, to go over to somebody's channel and maybe watch one, maybe two, even if you can't watch all of them, to show them that you're still, him or her, that you're still there. Okay, well, guys, I mean, I've got a few things maybe off my own chest as well, but the main thing is I just wanted to come over to you, Al, and say, you're one heck of a guy, Al. And you said when you look at somebody in the eye, when you're talking, you know that there's a nice person, what type of person you are. And now when we look at you in the eyes, well, of course, maybe not Dial and Sion because his are closed. But if I look at you in the eyes, I see one heck of a guy. And one guy I'd really like to get to know in real life. And I'm so grateful that we've got to know you on YouTube. Okay, DC. Signing off. Take care. Love you guys. Bless you.